Welcome back. The program is still Good Morning Abuja, and yes, that was a background report on forced subsidy removal. All the drama that accompanied that decision to finally free this country from the shackles of the forced subsidy payments, and of course, the pains that we are all experiencing. But we have presently in the studio someone who is going to take us down that part, who is going to give us a bit of an understanding into what the whole brahaha is as regards fuel subsidy and its removal. We have in the studio Professor Kamal Bello. You're welcome on the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
It's my pleasure.
Professor Kamal Bello is a professor of politics and administration, and he's also the Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences of the National Open University of Nigeria here in Abuja. It's a pleasure having you on the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So let's get into breaking this down. Fuel subsidy. What exactly is fuel subsidy? How did we get here? What exactly does it mean?
The concept of subsidy,
yes,
is a universal concept. Particularly, its origin is from welfareism.
Okay.
And welfareism is for socialism. And the current capitalist system has been able to imbibe some welfarist concepts into capitalism. It's not as raw as it has been.
Okay.
The capitalism, whereby you leave everything to the market to determine. Government has to intervene.
Okay.
So the concept of subsidy is to say that this is the normal price for these goods, but government is taking some responsibility to reduce that price, and government pay what is to be normal price.
Okay.
It's done in every aspect of life, including education.
Okay.
Education is seen to be a right, whereby every child is entitled to, compulsorily. But to provide instructional materials, the tutors, the teachers, and the environment needs finance.
That's true.
Which every child, because of differences in financial capability, may not be able to do. So government now coming to subsidize it. But there's no noise about it so much.
Okay.
But every aspect of life in the present capitalist system, there's subsidy.
Oh.
Meaning that we are not paying the normal price that we ought to pay. So that's the concept of subsidy.
Okay.
To make sure that people enjoy. It's a right for people to enjoy. That's why they said government is a kind of welfareist concept,
Okay.
whereby it makes sure that every citizen enjoys certain things in life.
Okay.
And if there's no capacity, government will now come into subsidized
Okay.
by reducing the price, but paying what is need to be augment what is need to be paid.
Okay. Now, in the case of fuel subsidy particularly, it seems to have generated a lot of problems through the years. We get to hear subsidy payments take more than half of the budget, or in some cases takes a large chunk of the budget provision of the year. And there are several arguments around the fact that the subsidy payment is not is meant for Nigerians, but it's like it's being enjoyed by the whole of Africa, not just the people that is meant for, especially as it concerns fuel subsidy, that is PMS particularly. Now, my question is, if the concept of subsidy, fuel subsidy, has been so bastardized that it is no longer something of comfort that we should enjoy, but it has become like a thorn in our flesh, both as citizens and government of this great country, is it the proper thing to do, to scrap it?
I have a different perception about it.
Okay.
And my perception is that the system we are operating in Nigeria is faulty.
Okay.
And the system is not faulty, it is we individuals that are faulty. We are not patriotic. We don't have sense of nationalism. Only few of us are working in Nigeria. Majority are not committed to work. Some individuals can even sell the whole country and put the money in their pocket. It's as bad as that, to be frank to ourselves. Every organization, everybody is crying. Salary is not enough. This is not enough. This is not enough. And we have been told by economists that resources is always scarce. Money, elementary economists tells us that money is always scarce. It can never be enough. You have to manage what you have. If they are giving individual worker 1 million, we still be shouting it's not enough. We need to manage our resources. That is where the problem is. So it's our attitude that is the problem. Subsidy is no problem. It's our attitude to work, our attitude to money, our attitude to primitive acquisition of wealth. People are rich. They want to be more richer. When shall we, unless we have contentment, it is the want of man is insatiable. We continue to look for, I'm a thousandaire, I want to be a millionaire. I'm a millionaire, I want to be a billionaire. I'm a billionaire, I want to be in what is it called? A trillionaire, and so on and so forth. So that's where the problem is.
Okay. So now that they have removed subsidy, we have officially removed subsidy. At least that is the impression we've gotten. And fuel is selling for over 300% of its original price. What do you think, in your own opinion, is what are Nigerians going through now? Because we hear people say the transport costs, the food costs, the inability to move around. We just finished the Eid Kabir celebrations, and people are complaining that they did not even get what to eat. What's your thoughts on the pains?
There's no doubt about it that the removal is painful.
Okay.
And it is affecting a lot of things. Let's be frank to ourselves.
Okay.
I was reading that people said maybe we have been taking about 60 million liters per day. The thing has reached to 30 million per day. It's an achievement. But what we need to look at is the repercussion. People are not moving. People are not coming to work. The economy is getting down. Okay. Even in voluntary, or what do we call it, informal sector, which is the one that accommodates about 70 to 80% of us. With little, 10 is not more than 10 or 20% that are working with government, the formal sector. Okay. So those people too, they are not going to work. I accosted a ordinary organizer. Yes. He was telling me that, don't I see the road is dry? No movement of vehicle, not to talk of puncture of tire. And then the government itself, they should try to cut costs of governance. Okay. A Senate president, a speaker, a minister appointing 100, 300 aides, when we are talking that the economy is not buoyant, it's not giving we, the citizen, confidence. If you see that you live a simple life as a leader, then we believe that, yeah, the future is bright.
That is very true.
But when you are living buoyant life, yes, we'll be doubting that the future is bleak.
And we've been discussing subsidy removal, its pains and gains, and our professor here has taken us through a journey understanding what concept of subsidy is and the Nigerian fuel subsidy situation, especially as regards the cabals and all the money that we pay trying to keep this subsidy going. And of course, he has also told us that it's not too bad. The future still looks promising, but we have to make conscious commitments to securing this future for ourselves. It's been a pleasure speaking with you on the program.
Thank you very much.
Yes, unfortunately, we are running out of time, and so we would have to let Prof go. But the program is still Good Morning Abuja, and then we'll go on a short break now and enjoy some musicals. When we come back, we'll continue with the program. Thank you for joining us.
I'm grateful too. I'm grateful.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.